Since Siya had come home, she was showing that she was fine, but everyone present knew how bad her mood was at that moment. But no one said anything. Everyone quietly prepared everything in their own way to make her feel better. For instance, whenever Siya got very angry or very happy or very sad, she always ate ice cream or something sweet. That's why Manav had brought a lot of ice creams, different kinds of pastries, chocolates, and much more for her. Since she didn't eat in front of everyone, she preferred to sneakily eat alone at night. And while doing this, many times Manav and Leela Ji had caught her. That's why they were very fond of this habit of Siya. It happened that at night everyone was sleeping in their own rooms. Then a little rabbit, tiptoeing down the stairs, slowly came down, looked around, and quietly went into the kitchen. There, he also checked to see if anyone was around, and then opened the fridge. Seeing the fridge, the rabbit's ears perked up, and a big smile appeared on his face. After that, our Siya quickly took out a big tub of ice cream and directly attacked it with a spoon. At that moment, Siya was hiding in a corner of the kitchen eating ice cream. Unbeknownst to her, Friendship's eyes had been watching her every move for a while, and slowly she was coming closer to her. But our Siya was so busy eating ice cream and mumbling to herself that she didn't even realize this. While she was eating ice cream, she heard a voice from behind. "Did you like the ice cream, or do you want another flavor?" To which our Siya, happily eating the ice cream, replied, "It's not that bad. I can manage with this, but bring something better next time." Then she stopped speaking. Her eyes widened. The spoon filled with ice cream remained in her mouth, and she slowly turned around to look. There stood Manav, wearing his black night suit. As always, our grumpy ram was standing there without any expression. Seeing this, Siya said nothing. Manav stared at her for a minute. Seeing this, Siya innocently picked up another spoon that she had placed on the other side and offered it to him, saying, "Come on, you can eat too." Seeing this, Manav shook his head in denial, but bent down and lifted her up in one swift motion. Sitting her on the kitchen counter, Siya sat there as if it didn't matter to her. For her, it had become a very normal thing. Then Manav came in front of her and, fixing her slightly messy hair with his hand, asked, "Are you okay now? Is your mood better, or are you still angry, upset, or something else?" To which Siya replied, "It's not like I'm angry or sad, grumpy. It was just for a moment. I know I've been saying some crazy things. One thing I can never forget is that I have a blood relation with them. Look, even at this time, how it is." I just got a little emotional thinking about that. But then I ignored those thoughts and thought about the people who are very important to me. Then my mood got better on its own. And this ice cream, it's just an excuse to eat ice cream. That's all. Saying this, she smiled very innocently. Hearing her sweet words and seeing her smile, Manav felt his heart racing. There was something different about seeing her. Very different. Then, after thinking for a moment, he extended his hand, took the spoon from Sia's hand, and took a bite of the ice cream. Our Siya was looking at him with wide eyes because Kabir had not only used her spoon but had also eaten half of her ice cream. Seeing this, Siya felt very shy for some reason. The hero, feeling a bit possessive, said, "What are you doing? Why did you eat from my spoon? You have your own spoon here, right?" To which Manav replied, "It doesn't make a difference. By the way, the ice cream was very tasty." Then he told Siya to eat less ice cream and go to her room to sleep. But she wouldn't agree. So, Manav said, "If you don't go to sleep in your room right now, then forget about the surprise I'm going to give you tomorrow." Siya jumped up immediately. "Surprise? How? Please, tell me. Tell me." Manav said, "Put the ice cream in the fridge. Go to your room and sleep. I'll tell you what the surprise is tomorrow. You don't know. So just quietly go and sleep." Hearing his words, Siya pouted. Like a spoiled child, she quickly opened the fridge, put the ice cream in, slammed the door shut, and came in front of Manav, giving him a glance, and saying, "Grumpy, you," and ran towards her room. Manav, who had been standing there the same way, broke into a small smile. Then he quickly went to his room. On the other hand, the Rao family was trying their best, but was unable to get Mrs. Rao bail. They had exhausted all their efforts. But when the other party found out that Manav Bajaj was involved in all this, they outright refused them, because everyone valued their job and their life, and the Rao family understood everyone's situation well. Ram was feeling helpless for the first time, despite being so powerful. At that moment, Ram was sitting in his study room, thinking about how to get his mother out. Both brothers were also sitting there. No one was saying anything, but different thoughts were swirling in everyone's mind. Then Naksh said, "I initially thought she was doing all this just to get our attention and to cover up what she did. But now it seems like what she was saying is true." Then Adik said, "What do you care? Wasn't it you who told her that her being or not being doesn't matter to you? She should quietly stay at home like a showpiece." At his words, Naksh got flustered and said, "Who said that?" "I do care. It doesn't matter to me at all. I was just thinking and said it. Anyway, how much of a big change would there be in my life with her being or not being?" Then Adik said, "In all this, we are forgetting something very important." So Ram and Naksh immediately looked at him. Adik said, "Do you remember what Mr. Bajaj's assistant said before leaving?" Ram said, "Where were you guys when she was being tortured?" Hearing this, the three brothers started looking at each other. Different thoughts were coming to their minds simultaneously. But no one said anything, just continued to look at each other.